Hey guys, welcome to TMR Tours. We're going to be going into Universal Studios. We're going to take a look at some of the new stuff, some of the old stuff, give you some fun facts along the way. So let's take a look at Universal. Universal Superstore. You want any gifts, merchandise, souvenirs? This is where you're going to get it. Minion Mayhem, going to become a minion. So here it is, Minions Mayhem, what used to be Hanna-Barbera ride. Really cool cartoon ride, but it's still a great simulator.
I do not smile. You primitive life forms are so easily entertained.
So here we are outside of Transformers, really new ride. It's also using the dark ride technology as well as Spider-Man and Hogwarts. So let's take a look at Transformers. Fun fact, it actually used to house the Hercules and Xena attraction, which actually took you behind the scenes of the movies and showed you how different effects worked in the television show for both Hercules and Xena. So it was really fun, really nostalgic, but now we have Transformers.
Here we are in a backlot style area of Universal Studios. It's a city street where right over here you can actually see the Blues Brothers perform daily. Pretty cool.
So here is the Mummy Returns roller coaster. It's inside the replica of the Paradise Theater. Actually, what used to be housed here was Kongfrontation, one of the original rides of Universal. It actually featured multiple animatronics, but now they're building Skull Island Reign of Kong. It's just open. We're going to check that out a little later, but here is where the original used to be, Kongfrontation. Now we have a fully interactive Mummy coaster with a really neat animatronic that starts it off, really fluid in movement, and then, of course, special effects all throughout the ride. So let's check out the Mummy coaster.
With your souls, I shall rule for all eternity. Serve me, exhalation divine. Or refuse.
In the Mummy souvenir shop. Now, a quick fact about the Kongfrontation ride. Behind me, that little exit you go through, that actually used to be a photo opportunity where you could go inside the hand of Kong and look like you were being held by the mighty beast. Another fun fact about the ride, when you're in the main chamber in the treasure room towards the beginning, look off to your left. You're going to see a small statue of Kong himself. It's a small homage to the ride before.
Right up ahead is where they do the street shows. You meet some of your friends like Gru and all the crew from SpongeBob. There he is.
is a replica of the Deuce Coupe from American Graffiti, one of George Lucas's first big films. Of course, everyone knows Howard the Duck, but American Graffiti is what really started his career. So here it is, guys. So here we are at Cyberdyne Systems. It's actually a T2 3D movie / show. Now what it is actually an interactive show as well as a stunt show, as well as a 4D show. So it's a really long, really immersive show that actually, if you want to get out of the heat for a little bit, it's about 30 minutes. It's a really fun show. It is a chapter in between Terminator 2 and 3. So it's a very old show in the sense that it was before the entire franchise blew up. So if you want to see it, it's like a Terminator 2.5 right before you go into Terminator 3. It's really fun, really cool. Check it out. Here we have a scare zone for Halloween Horror Nights. We'll kind of see it later, but this is actually a lot of old Jaws props. So really cool Jaws ride stuff right here on the streets. Here he is, Bruce. Not the real Bruce, because the Bruce was the animatronic, but here is Jaws, the last living piece of the Amity Island area. Used to be in front of the ride. Super cool. So we are here inside the Universal's new prop shop. You can buy a lot of costumings and actual studio use stuff. This here is the cow from the Twister ride. So it was actually a show, but also kind of a simulated ride, and actually showed you how they created a lot of the effects in the Twister movie. So this is the cow. You can have it if you want it, but the price has got to be right. So clearly they have some new Kong stuff to feature because of the Kong, Reign of Kong Skull Island ride. But if all you guys remember Kongfrontation, and of course the classic Jaws ride. Here we have a shark and a wheel from the queue of the Jaws ride. Super cool. If you want some pieces of Universal Studios history, this is it right here. Right in Amity. Awesome stuff. So now we are outside the replica Pantages Theater on the Hollywood Boulevard here in Universal Studios. Now this is where you can see the horror makeup show, an original show that goes through the different horror makeups and things they do in the horror movies. So let's check it out, guys. So we are in the lobby of the horror makeup show. There's a lot of cool displays from various movies, horror and others alike. Got some Jaws stuff, Psycho stuff, Chucky stuff, Halloween, all kinds of things to look at. And behind me here is two standees from Halloween Horror Nights. These are actually two of the most successful characters Universal has come up with between Jack and the Undertaker. So really cool stuff to look at. So have a look, horror makeup show. play area. It basically makes you feel really tiny. You can go through cowboy boots, go under hats, go through brushes. Really fun place to get out of the sun and play around. We are on the E.T. Adventure Ride, one of my favorites of all the Universal parks. One of the things to note here why people like it so much is the scent in the queue. So if you ever go on it, take a nice breath in because it smells like a damp, awesome forest that you cannot replicate anywhere. Sometimes when you're out of state, you just smell E.T. Ride and it's great. So let's take a look at E.T.
They're getting away. Unit 3, cut them off.
See, they're coming at us.
End of the road.
Whoa, watch it!
Hey, stop!
They're getting away! Look, they're flying!
Welcome home. Or die.
Welcome home. You arrived.
So here we are by the Simpsons ride, formerly Back to the Future ride. Let's have a look. They need more technology instead of hand carts. Doc Brown, where are you? So yeah, all of this. Apparently the structure in there is not doing so well because they didn't redo it for the ride. Kind of crazy. Here we go, walking through Springfield. TMR Tours here. You have the Duff's Bar over here where you can get some brew. And if you don't want a Duff beer, you can go over here and get, more Duff beer at most. But anyway, you can get all kinds of fun drinks if you're into that sort of thing. Oh, and look, Officer Wimbley. Of course, what would be Simpsons without the great Donut Land Man? Oh, donuts. Donuts. So there it is, Amity Lobster Company. It's the last piece of Amity Island here in the new Harry Potter section of Diagon Alley, but we still have a little bit of Amity left behind. So I said only a few homages. Here is the second one. Here's to swimming with bow-legged women. One of the few sayings Quint says. So we got the Quint Trio, a very fun homage right next to King Cross Station.
Hey guys, here we are in Weasley Wizard Wease's great alternative to Zonkos if you're looking for skiving snack boxes, pygmy puffs, and all kinds of other fun frivolities that Fred and George have cooked up for you. So as you can see, Diagon Alley is almost 3 times the size of Hogsmeade, so make sure you get in all the areas, go in all the nooks and crannies, check it all out. Hey guys, here we are at the new Diagon Alley. Make sure you head into Gringotts and check out the new ride and get yourself a fancy wine.
Well, let's try to find out then.
Sorry about that, it's your Harry, what are you doing here?
Get them out of here. There's going to be trouble.
I know you've seen Harry Potter. He was in your vault, Bellatrix.
I thought I got rid of you, muggle balls.
Perhaps a little dose of pain to help you remember.
Or we'll destroy you.
Is everyone okay? Still want to open an account? After all, it's the safest place on Earth.
We're about to adventure into Nocturne Alley. Well, here it is in Borgin and Burkes, one of 2 vanishing cabinets. As you know, the other should be in the room of requirement. So listen carefully, you might be able to hear that test canary inside.
Well, that wraps it up for the original Universal Studios. I hope you guys enjoyed it, learned some stuff. We'll see you next time on TMR Tours.